Alrighty then. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Priscilla. Now, I am here today with a most requested drawing tutorial on a certain dude who kind of owns a pet dragon, and his pet dragon kinda is toothless. Haha. So, we are going to draw Hiccup from How to Train Your Pet Dragon. Now, I found this reference of just Hiccup's face because I know that if we draw his whole body, especially his costume in How to Train Your Pet Dragon 2, it is way beyond complicated and we want to keep it on like a beginner's level almost. So we're just going to focus on his gorgeous face because Hiccup is too darn sexy not to draw his face. So let's go ahead and begin. Alright, so the shape of Hiccup's face is just going to be, we're going to go ahead and just do a regular shape. And I have this picture of him where he's kind of just like looking off in the distance. I'm pretty sure it's the one from, it's all over the movie posters actually, and it's one from like the main trailer when the trailer first came out. So okay, we have this shape. So we're gonna do our basic things where we usually go ahead and we're gonna break up his face into sections. So he's kind of looking off to the side, we're kind of looking dead on into his face. His eye line is going to be up here, and I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Okie doke. So, next thing I want to do is we're going to just go ahead and draw out where his nose is going to go. Now, Hiccup has an adorable wide nose, so we're going to go ahead and draw a circle right there. After that, what we're going to do is, since his nose is a little bit longer, so we're going to keep it at this length. So, what I'm going to do for the eyes is, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep this kind of shape, the edge of the line, the bottom of his eye. It's still going to be kind of flat and kind of turned upward. So we're going to go ahead, draw the beginning of his eye, come back down and around. So it's going to come to a little bit of a point right here, nice and wide right here. We're going to go ahead and bring that down. Okay. Now let's jump over here. We're going to go ahead. Since we're seeing this side of his face more than this side, we're going to kind of move his actual eye over just a little bit. So I'm going to start right here. Still going to keep this overall shape because it looks like he's squinting. So somewhat wide. Round it around, back into tone. So we have these kind of squinting eyes going on right now. Alright, let's shape up these eyes just a little bit. Now, there's something else that's going on. He actually looks a little bit angry because he's looking off the distance and he's looking angry. So we're going to drop down his eyebrow line just a little bit close to his eyes, like there. We're not going to fill in his eyebrows yet. And then we're going to jump over here, do the same thing. And his eyebrow is going to go ahead and come around and back over here. So I'm going to start with this eyebrow over here first. Give a little bit of indentation. So we have one eyebrow, and he has nice thick brown eyebrows. Eyebrows are very important. So we have a nice thick eyebrow here. And now for this one over here, we're going to go ahead, start it, come back around, and bring it over here and fill it in. Nice eyebrows. This one's going to go off the side of his face. Now, let's jump inside of his eyeballs and give a little bit more definition. Cleared up a little bit of my guidelines right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, jump inside right here, and give him his eye, his actual iris. Now I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit of an eyelid to right here. It's got a little eyelid. Now, there is a section right here where it is like a piece of skin, so it's just his eyelid. He's not wearing mascara, but he has teeny tiny little eyelashes. Just typical boy eyelashes. Alright, now underneath his eye, since he is squinting a little bit, we're just going to give a little bit of an indication of like, not a bag underneath his eye. It's just his eyes are squinting, so we're just going to give him that little indentation. Now, we're going to jump back and we're going to put a little bit of light right here. Jump in the middle, give him his pupil, and then he has dark green eyes. Very gorgeous eyes. Alright, now that we have this over here, let's jump over to this side and give a little bit more indication over here. Go ahead, clear up a little bit of those guidelines. I'm gonna go ahead, give him another pupil, and it's gonna kind of come over off to this side, because once again, we're seeing more more of this side of his face, and that's way too dark. Looks like his pink eye. Way too dark right there. Mix those colors in too much. Blended them in. Alright, so we have a little bit of an indication of an eyelid right here. And just a little one over here. And the same thing over here as well. We have a little bit of a nude space where it's just skin. It's just a little bit of the skin of the eyelid, but kind of floating off of that nude area, we have his little eyelashes again. He has eyelashes. They aren't thick, but they are very distinct, and you can give it a little bit of an eyelash line where you just made those little hairs. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and give a little shine to his eye here. Jump in the middle and give him his pupil, and then dark green eyes once again. And then we're gonna go underneath, and we have a little bit of squinting here as well. So we have a little here and a little here. Alright, so we got rid of some guidelines, and I went ahead and I made his nose. This is the right distance, and I made it a little bit more bigger, just because Hiccup does have a cute, nice big nose, but you know, it's adorable. Anyways, noses are important, as well as eyebrows. So what you're gonna do is, for the nose, is you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna keep this side of the nose, and it's gonna kind of come upward towards, like it's gonna line up with here. So we have one side of right here, and then we have this side. Now underneath we have of course the bottom, because we're gonna see straight up his nostrils. So it kind of looks like a pig's nose, but it's not. So his nostrils are very, very distinct, as you can see. So we have a little dot here and a little dot here, and they just look like half moons almost. Like literally half moons. Now, so we have the nostril right here, right here. We can add a little bit of shading just to give it a little distinction. Fill that in. And then what you want to do is you want to get rid of this part, of course. You don't want to keep the circle. So his nose is very wide. And I'm giving it a little bit of distinction to a nose, like I would go inward right here, round it about, as well as over here. Now, to make sure it just doesn't look like an animal nose that much, I'm going to go ahead and bring down the shading where that line, I was making a ghost line almost. Go around, round it about. Just a little bit of shading, go in there and shade that and just blend it in. As well as that. And we've got a little bit of nose dimension. Now I'm going to go underneath his nose. A little bit down underneath. And we have a little bit of a frown going on because he's all serious in this picture. Now I'm going to go underneath that lip line I just made, and he has little itty bitty dimples. Little itty bitty. Go underneath, and we have a little bit of lip. Go ahead and shade it just a little bit, just to not make it look too flat. Make his lips look too flat. Alright, now let's go ahead and shape up his whole face entirely a little bit more. So we have his forehead, and we're just gonna go ahead, go inward towards his eye socket a little bit, come back out. We're gonna come down right here, and he has a very, very nice strong jawline. Bring it out his chin. Round off his chin just a little bit. We're going to bring it back up. Once again, nice strong jawline right here. We have a little bit of distinction. It's going to go up and back into his forehead, and of course his hair is just going to be falling all over the place. So there's the overall shape of his face and what's going on. We're gonna have to put this into pieces. Before we do his hair, I want to go ahead and place where his ears are, because his hair is circling around his ears and they are pretty low. So we have one ear here. So we have this side, then we have to go ahead and jump over onto this side and give a little bit of an ear. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start with the top part right here, because it seems like the parts are starting to, all right, so we have one going this way and then we have another going this way. All right, so we have his part is gonna start down here. So I'm gonna start with this part where we have a nice full bang here, and you're gonna jump up and we have another part, and you see how I curved this inward, and it's coming a little bit to his eyebrow, going over his eyebrow. This one's covering this side of his eyebrow right then. Now I'm going to jump on top of that, and I'm going to give this other little piece, and it's coming close. He has very anime looking hair. So then we have this part right here, and see how I curved it upward and inward right then. Then I'm going to come back over here. We have this piece. One piece is curving out this way and another piece is coming behind that going downward. So this one's overlapping this one. Right? Now we have a lot of sideburn, but his sideburns are grown out, so we see more flowy hair locks. So we have his sideburn area comes down all the way over here. We have a lock coming into his face, a lock going into his ear almost. And then of course we have this part that's coming out this way. And then we have a little bit of a piece of hair going out this way. And then we're just gonna, for right now, we're just gonna go ahead, bring out this piece, bring out this piece, and it's gonna circle behind his hair and it's gonna meet up on the other side. Now, we need to get to Astrid's little braid that she made in his hair. So we have this bottom right here. Now he has a little bit of a braid, and all it looks like is just like a little ball and then a little pieces coming out like this. So it looks like that, little ball, and then into the mass of his hair. And this is all very, very dark because it's hidden behind his head. At least we have his little braid right there. Now let's come back up to the top. Now we did the overall first locks, now we gotta build on top of those locks. So we have a little bit of a piece right here that's kind of popping over here. And then we have another little piece on top of that. And then we're gonna jump back over, and we have another little piece here. We have another piece that's just kind of laying down flat. And then we have this piece that's coming outward. And then this piece is going down. And then we have a little bit of a piece here. This piece is going up and back in. And then this piece, and then this piece. Okay, so let's jump back to where our part is. And we do have a little piece right here. We have another piece that's coming into his eyebrow here. And then from up on top of this piece that we just made, since this is like the main area where the part is. Now we gotta go ahead, bring down this part. It's gonna go outward over here. Bring it down. We have another piece going out this way. Bring it down a little bit more. We have, once again, overgrown sideburns. And it's covering up this side of his hair. And this is all pretty flat on this side, opposed to this side. This is all going crazy. This one's just a little bit out there, out behind his ear here. A little bit of a clump here. Go down a little bit. This one's coming out a little bit. Let me go down. And see, this side of his hair is kind of swooshing inward, and this side of his hair is swooshing outward. And we fill this in. All kinds of nice flowy hairs, locks going everywhere. Before we keep going, let's go ahead and give him a neck, because it just looks a little ridiculous. Plus we gotta chop off this side of the hair right here. So I'm gonna go ahead underneath his chin and bring this down. So his chin is overlapping his collar, so I bring down this part, come underneath his chin, round it off and down. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come right back up to his collar. And then for right here, we're gonna make his neck. And then we're gonna have the other side of his collar. And it's just gonna start like this. Come around. And this will be really black. After that, we're gonna give him a little bit of a shoulder. So after this part right here, you're just gonna bring it down and then outward this way. And connect that so we have this rounded off and there's a shoulder. Come over off to this side, outward this way. Bring this down, and of course to show that little bit of his shoulder, and he's wearing black armor. I think the best thing now to do is go ahead and just touch up his hair a little bit and just give it a little bit more. There is how to draw Hiccup from How to Train Your Pet Dragon. I don't know why, he just really reminds me of Kylo Ren in this picture. Probably because I didn't go into extreme detail on his armor, and that just kind of, I don't know, it really looks like Adam Driver for some reason. Kylo Ren from the new Star Wars Awakens. So, yes, I hope this was helpful. I hope that you at least get a chance to draw Hiccup now, because I know it was a big request recently. So, yes, wonderful. Yeah, we're getting so much closer to Zootopia. We get to start the Zootopia characters, and then we'll get to start the Secret Life of a Pet characters. Oh, I'm excited for all those. And if you guys haven't seen already, make sure you go over and see that I moved Vloggity Vlog Vlogs over to a new channel of mine where I'll be posting daily vlogs. So that means I'm going to be posting one today, because that's the thing about daily vlogs. You post one every day, so that's a lot of fun. So make sure you check that out. It's called Wonderland Girl, and I will see y'all later on Saturday with a fan mail opening. Yay! Because those are one of the vloggity vlogs that are staying on Dramatic Parrot is fan mail openings, sketchbox openings, and of course the 100,000 videos that I have planned in store for all of you to see to say thank you. But yes, I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful week. Bye! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today. Make sure you click that subscribe button, because I do post a tutorial every Thursday, and I do post a vloggity vlog vlog every Saturday as well, on and off again at least. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, like my Facebook page, and make sure you check out all the other videos I have. I don't want you guys to miss anything, because it's a lot of doodling, crafty fun, vloggity vlog vlogs, and all that fun stuff. Have a wonderful week. Bye!